Hello everybody, this is Anne, and I'm here to talk to you today about a person who really influenced my life by the name of Karen Kingsbury. Karen Kingsbury is a well-known, best-selling inspirational fiction author who has written several books, including Every Now and Then, Ever After, Even Now, Divine, and the Firstborn series, which includes Fame, Found, Forgiven, Family, and Forever. I chose to talk about Karen Kingsbury because she has inspired me to become a writer and also to become a communication student, and her stories have also touched my life in a very big way. In this particular speech, I will give you 3 points. First of all, a glimpse of Karen Kingsbury's life. Second of all, I will explain how she became a Christian and how she became an inspirational author. Third and final point I will give you is how she gets her readers involved in her writing. And the first point I will bring to you is a glimpse of her life. In 1986, according to Karen Kingsbury's full biography on www.karenkingsbury.com, she graduated with a journalism degree from college and began reporting for the Los Angeles Times in Los Angeles, California. In 1989, she published a story called Misty's Murder, which was based on a news story that she reported on in Los Angeles. And once she published the story in People magazine, a book agent read it and wanted her to write a book proposal. The book was published in 1992. She wrote 3 crime novels after that, and then she wrote a book of answered prayers and short miracle stories before she made the transition into inspirational fiction. According to a video called Karen Kingsbury, Queen of Christian Fiction Tells All, she told the story of how her husband Donald, at the time, dated her, and before they would go out on a date, he would always read the Bible. One time they had a very heated discussion about certain scripture that he read to her. According to this video, she dropped the Bible and broke it in half, and at that point, God told her that she either needed to follow her own beliefs, or she could worship him, become a Christian, which she actually did. And that's how she was inspired to write these, that's where she got her inspiration for her Christian fiction books. Her first Christian novel that she wrote, she sent to one of the big publishing houses like Random House or Simon & Schuster, for example, in New York. They decided not to choose this particular book because it didn't have the explicit scenes, violence, or strong language that they were looking for. So she sent it to a Christian fiction publisher and got it published that way. And she never thought about Christian fiction. She wanted to write emotional fiction, but she wasn't sure exactly what type of emotional fiction she wanted to write. But all of her books are inspirational fiction as well. She lives with her husband Donald and 6 kids, 3 of which she adopted from Haiti in Nashville, Tennessee. The final point I wanted to bring out is how she gets her readers involved in her in her inspirational work. First of all, of course, she has her Facebook page and her YouTube channel, and she has speaking engagements and events, which she talks about in her YouTube video, her interview with the 700 Club on her Karen Kingsbury, Queen of Christian Fiction Tells All, and also on the Christian Youth. Well, she also talks about her speaking engagements on her website, Karen, KarenKingsbury.com, where she meets all of the different readers whose lives have been changed by her fiction. And she also has something that some of you who, not only the communication students out there, but some of you who like to get involved in charities, she also has online auctions or local auctions for what she calls Forever in Fiction. This gives you, the reader, the opportunity to name yourself or a loved one or someone else who is very special to you as a character in one of her books. But in order to become a Forever in Fiction member, you must make a bid of $1,000 or more. The reason the bids are so high is because these auctions are designed to raise money for charities, for all the different charities that Karen Kingsbury supports. She also has what she calls a Share a Book contest. If you, the reader, share one of her books with someone, and you give your name, the person's name you shared the book with, and describe how the book has touched your life and touched the other person's life, if you win that contest, you spend a weekend with Karen Kingsbury and her entire family. So these are different ways she gets her readers involved. Now, to summarize my speech, I have given you a glimpse of Karen Kingsbury's life, the way she became a Christian fiction author, and I'm not talking just to Christians. I mean, these are inspirational authors, inspirational books. These are very deep stories. The Christianity part is just part of the book. These are more realistic life stories with involve family, professionals, whatever the case may be. They can touch your lives in more ways than one. Because I have honestly read some of them myself, and they touched my life deeply. And also, I gave points about how she gets involved with her readers, and how she gets her readers involved in her own inspirational work. Now, here is another point. You may not be able to inspire others the way that Karen Kingsbury has done, or the way that any other writer or communicator may have done in the past. But deep down, you may find other ways that you can help other people, whether it's through your writing, through any other professional such as media, or just telling your personal story, how someone has changed your life. Sharing that story with others can influence others, can be an inspiration to someone, and touch the life of someone who you may know, or even a perfect stranger. Now, the question I want to leave you with today is, how can you inspire someone in your own life? Now, an action point you want to take is, once you find that answer, digging deep down within your heart, or once you come up with the answer to that question, even using examples of other people's inspirational stories, telling your own, whatever that may be, go ahead and act upon it as soon as possible. Because once you do, you will receive the greater reward of seeing others' lives changed through your own actions, and through the examples that I have given you, or other examples. For example, and another resource that I found out about Karen Kingsbury's Forever in Fiction is through the Christian Youth Theater, CYT, their blog. That's one of the organizations that she worked with that won the Forever in Fiction package by bidding on these auctions. I just wanted to bring that point to your attention so you can look up more information on your own. But again, as I said, go ahead and do what you feel you can to influence or inspire someone, whether it be through a class assignment, through your writing, through other communication goals. You have the potential to change a person's life, whether it be in a small way or in a big way. So please, ask yourself the question that I gave you, and then act upon your answer, for you will receive the best reward of all. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.